Hello and welcome. Today, let's practice a slow flow, linking a slow, intentional three-part breath from the belly, the ribs, the top of the chest, slowly emptying, along with some mindful movements, all with the intention of building resilience and regulating. Rest at any time, take the pace as you will, and let's get started in the practice. So the time of filming this video, we are just one day into autumn. We just had the first day of autumn, of fall yesterday. And for me, it's just a reminder that we are in this constant change, in a constant state of becoming, of change. And this practice really is just dedicated to helping us to be in the moment, in the midst of all that change, in the midst of whatever challenges are there, finding some sort of sense of centeredness, of awareness, even with uncertainty, change, challenge. So I have my yoga mat. Hopefully you have some space to practice. I have my usual props with me. You do not need, but if you want to bring the ground a little bit closer, maybe a block or something that you can rest your hands on or your body on, might be useful. And pillow, I just always like to have, you never know when you might want to sit on it. You might need some extra padding. If you don't have those, you don't want those, is totally fine. And let's just begin today actually laying down on our backs. If you want to start in a different shape, please feel free. If you'd like to start seated, or you want to start maybe in your child's pose, go for it. Now, sometimes we lay on the back, and this low back feels tight, feels uncomfortable when the legs are straightened out. If for you, you feel that, then I suggest bend the knees and take the feet a little bit wide, maybe as wide as your mat, and just let the knees fall together to support each other and the low back. If your back feels fine, then an option is to take those legs out. And whichever way you've landed, just take a few conscious moments. Feel the ground underneath you. Just invite that sensation of surrendering. Surrendering your whole body weight, your skeleton to the earth. Let it hold you. Allow your awareness to turn towards your breath. The rise and the fall. Maybe just invite some reflection on change, maybe the breath, can help us reflect on that cyclical nature of things. Pull one inhale in, and eventually it must release, must give way. The bottom of the exhale starts again. With your next inhale, bringing that inhale in through the nose, sending it to the bottom of the belly. Imagine filling up from the bottom of the lungs, past the heart to the top of the chest, fill, and then slowly exhaling through the nose from the top of the chest to the bottom of the belly. Belly pulls in and begin again filling. From the bottom to the top and emptying from the top to the bottom. Just exploring if within this cycle of breath you can find those three parts. Bottom of the lungs into the belly, the ribs, the top of the chest, and then letting go from the top to the bottom, repeating that cycle. If you get lost in your practice or you lose your breath, you start to breathe through your mouth, become tired, just find a place to be still and return to that slow breath. With your next inhale, reach the arms overhead. If it feels okay, point those toes away from you, stretch long. And with your exhale, bend the knees. Maybe you can grab hold of them, pull them into the chest, squeeze. And just repeat that as you inhale, take your big stretch, lengthen. And exhale, knees come close to the body, pull them in. Taking one more to your own pace, your own rhythm. This time as we exhale, pull them in. Maybe inhale, the chin can lift, the shoulders can lift, get a big squeeze through the belly. And as you exhale, laying that head down, let the knees drift over to the right side. Maybe that left arm can reach out long. And just take a little twist here. If available, let your head turn towards the left. Feel the twist through the spine. On your next inhale, knees come to center. And exhaling, just guide them over to the other side. Left side, maybe the head turns. A few breaths, explore the twist. Keep that breath slow. Inhale, the knees come to center. Exhale, plant the feet with the knees bent. The hands come by your side to support you. Use an inhale to press into the feet and lift the hips up high. Squeeze through the back of the body, pushing through those heels. Engage through the back of your thighs, your glutes. And with an exhale, take those hips down. Let's just repeat that as we inhale, reaching. Maybe toes and fingers pull in opposite directions. And as we exhale, knees come in. Use that inhale to engage through the belly, squeeze up into a little ball. And as you exhale, lay the head down. Let the knees come over to the right. Now you're welcome to stay here as long as you wish. Or maybe just use the next inhale. Take the knees to center. And exhale, explore the left side twist. And inhale, come to center. Exhale, plant the feet. Inhale, drive those hips up to the sky. Squeeze. Again, it might feel good to stay here for a little bit. Doesn't matter how many breaths you stay, but be intentional. And exhale takes you down. And just repeat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, laying down, take your twist. Feel free. Follow your breath. Go at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This time as you exhale, the hips come down. Pull the knees in, squeeze with your inhale. And now begin to rock forward and back. Maybe grab around the back of the legs. Just rock forward and back. Eventually you'll be able to come up to seated. And we can roll over those knees into our tabletop shape. The hands underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Maybe take a little time here just to find that breath again. Maybe let the hips wag side to side. Maybe some cat-cows. You can inhale, lift up through the heart, arch the spine. And exhale, round and tuck. Whatever you'd like to do. Just do so with your breath, intentionally. Inhaling, coming to center. Pull the belly in to support, and as you exhale, just start to sink back. Hips towards heels behind you, arms stretch out long. Head towards the mat into your child's pose. One good inhale. One long exhale. As you inhale, lift your head, start to look towards your thumbs, and begin to roll the body along the length of the mat. The chest will come between those thumbs. They'll come onto the tops of the feet, the hips down. Start to push into the hands to lift the heart up and away, arch to the spine. If your back is not ready, feel free just to keep those elbows bent. Eventually you might find more space. So option to stay here, and maybe just find a gentle exhale. Turn over one shoulder. Inhale, center, exhale, turn over the other shoulder, or there might be more space. You might bend the knees, lift the toes, and exhale. Let them fall to one side. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. Do what feels right. Inhaling, we come to center, the feet are down, and exhale, lower down all the way to the earth. Taking the right arm out long, palm facing down, the left hand is still planted. And then use an inhale to roll onto the side. The hips might just kind of stack, the legs stack, or that left leg might bend, the foot might reach back behind you. And feel that chest opening. Take an exhale. As you inhale, rolling to center. Exhale, the left hand extends. And inhale, rolling onto the side. Do what feels right with the legs. You can take some of the intensity off by resting the knee in front of the body. That's fine too. That can hold your weight a little bit, especially if the chest is feeling quite tight. With your next inhale, we roll to center, place the hands, lift up through the heart. And as you exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips down and back. Connect with that breath for one round. An inhale, filling up, and exhale, emptying. Always looking for that slow pace. Next inhale, Lift the head, begin to travel forward, pushing into the hands, however much length you have here, find it. As you exhale, the body comes down. The right arm extends. Inhale, take your roll. To center we go with our exhale, extend that left arm. Inhale, take your roll. Take more breaths here. If you want to hang out, go for it. Exhale, take it to center, plant the hands. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Bend the knees. As you exhale, sink back. You can feel free to add or take away. Just follow it through with that pattern as you inhale, rolling it forward, opening up through the heart. If you want to add in those little twists here, side to side, then stay a few breaths longer. When you're ready, exhale, take it down. Extend that right arm. Inhale, roll. And again, sometimes it feels good to hang out. Be intentional. But take an exhale to let you come to center. Extend the opposite arm. Inhale, roll. Even 3 or 4 breaths is totally fine. Just being aware of when you move, let the exhale take you to the mat. And inhale, lift up through the heart. And then exhale, sink you down and back. Let's take it through maybe one more time. I'll challenge you maybe just to do your own pace. Starting with that inhale, heart lifts. Maybe hanging out here, exploring some twists if you wish. When you're ready, exhale, lower, extend. We'll focus on the breath. Not only helps us with the movement, inhales, bringing us up, exhales, closing us down, sinking us down. But the breath is also along the way helping to regulate internally, mentally giving us something to focus on, physiologically, helping your body to deal with the uncertainty of change. It always brings up some fear. And as we inhale, let's come to your tabletop. This time, tuck the toes, spread the fingers wide. Let's get ready for our first downward facing dog. And really, it's not that change needs to be a good change or a bad change. But with our breath, we're teaching ourselves to manage it well. So inhale, pull the belly in, pressing into the ground with the hands. And as you exhale, begin to take the hips up high. Now don't worry about whether your heels touch, whether your knees are bent, or the legs are straight. Just really see what you can do to get that spine long. So sometimes if the feet move a little bit out, a little bit closer, you can find that longer spine, the head coming between the arms. Taking a good inhale, keep it slow now as the body's more active. Exhale, nice and slow. And as we inhale, let's take that right leg up to the sky. Reach on up there. And as you exhale, bending the knee, pulling it under the body nice and close. We're going to step that foot through. The back knee, the left knee, is going to come down to the earth. And as we inhale, let's rise up, taking that right arm into the sky and the left arm around the back. You can take the hand to the low back, the thigh, the calf, or maybe even that heel. And just explore the opening you can feel here through those ribs. With your next exhale, let's begin to lengthen out through the right leg and sink down and back to the heel behind us. You can stay with those toes tucked back there, or bring the foot flat. It might feel really good here to have a little twist and see if that left hand can come to the right toes or maybe the outside of the right leg. And just feel that twist in your half split. Let the chest come close to the thighs. Your body will allow. Feel the back of the thigh opening. With our next inhale, we're going to crawl the hands forward, tuck the back toes so the back knee can lift off. Now we're active through that back leg. And take that right arm up to the sky. Look up at it, stretch and reach and twist. Now again, options here. As we exhale, we can take that right arm down and back, kind of dip the hip, look behind you. And maybe you stay here for the inhale, open up through the heart. Or as you exhale, take the hand down and back. You can bend that back leg and see if the hand and the foot can touch, and then inhale, lift the heart. Whichever way, no problem. And as you exhale, the hands plant, the feet step back. Let's find that downward facing dog. Take one good inhale, one long exhale. Left leg, inhaling up to the sky. Exhale, guide that foot through. It's totally okay if it sometimes lands here. You can even use your hand, grab it, pull it up there. Use the tools at your disposal. Don't make it look the same, but landing somehow in a lunge that works for your body. And then we inhale, left arm to the sky, right hand wrapping, reaching wherever works for you. The more you do it with your breath, the more opening you're going to find. Exhale to our half split. So sinking down and back. Sometimes the hips want to stay high. The hamstring might just feel a good stretch here. You can definitely just take it here or sink all the way down. You gotta work with what you got. There's no point demanding something that's not there. Just like the change in the seasons, I might demand it's springtime, but it's fall. So what are we gonna do? Inhale, we crawl the hands forward, the right hand plants, the right toes tuck in, that back knee lifts. And we take that left arm with our inhale up to the sky, reach. Now here's your options. As you exhale, maybe dip down and back and then take an inhale just to open the heart. Maybe that leg bends. Maybe you can grab, maybe just touch the heel with one finger. Maybe you grab the foot and then inhale, open the heart. See what's there. Exhale, left hand plants, left foot steps back. Let's find our downward facing dog. Find your breath. Good inhale. Slow exhale. Let's do our right leg. Inhale, reach it up high. Exhale, stepping it forward. Back knee down. Inhale, right arm reaches. Half camel. Exhale, sinking into your version of half split. Maybe you have a little twist here. Inhale, crawling it forward, that back knee lifts, right arm lifts. Exhale, dip it down and back. Maybe find that foot and inhale. Exhale, hands plant, feet step back. Take a recovery breath, connect with that slow breath. Exhale. Left leg, inhaling up to the sky. Exhale, guiding it forward, back knee down. Inhale, left arm reach. Exhale, sink down and back, maybe twist. Inhale, back knee lifts, left arm reaches. Exhale, reaching back, maybe we find a foot and inhale. Exhale, hands plant, feet travel back. The whole purpose of this is regulating our responses internally to external stuff. So try to get into yourself. Don't worry about comparing with some idea of what you should be looking like. And just begin to follow those inhales and exhales as you move. Right leg, inhale reaches up. Exhale, steps and grounds. Inhale, right arm reach. Exhale, sink down. Even feel free to take extra breaths, maybe in this shape, to rest. And learn to follow and listen to your body. Inhale. And exhale. Feel free to switch it up. Inhale. And exhale. Reset in that down dog. And then start the left leg. Start to see if you can find your own pace. Because the purpose, or the real benefit, put it that way, of a yoga practice is not even the stretch or the shapes themselves, strengthening, but it's that connection. So maybe take it through this last time, just being connected with your breath. Obviously rest whenever you need to, but maybe there's this last round in there. Keep the breath slow, even through difficulty, even through challenge. Even through unpredictable change. Find your way to that last down dog. And this time, inhale the knees down. You might exhale, sit back onto those heels, take a moment, or find that child's pose with the head down. And just connect with that breath once more. We can't control the seasons, we can't control anything, anybody, but we can control our breath. And feel that now, that even though there's heat and the breath might have just naturally sped up as you're moving, that you do have a little wiggle room here and there to slow it down. And just be aware that when you do, you're influencing a whole range of internal processes that bring you away from states in the body that are more full of tension, fear, even related to sickness and illness, and more into a balanced physical state, maybe where you're not even, it's not that fear isn't there, but that you are managing it, you're experiencing it in a different way, connected with just that one thing that you can control. So once you're back with that breath, let's return to our down dog. It's totally okay if you need a little bit of cat-cow before you go, a little side to side. I think this is always a great place for a wrist stretch. Try turning those hands upside down or backwards and stretch out through those forearms. As we head back to our down dog, we're going to build a little bit of a longer flow, just a slightly bigger challenge, but with the same breath. That is what we're going for. So planting those hands, tucking those toes in, take an inhale as you exhale back to our down dog. Maybe there's more space here. Just notice what has changed, what has opened. One good inhale altogether, one good strong exhale. And as we inhale, taking that right leg up to the sky, we know this, we've been here before. This time as you exhale, pull it down the center of the body, close to your face. Almost give it a little kiss. Inhale back up to the sky. And as you exhale, pulling the knee through, step the foot through. This time the back heel, that left heel, is going to pivot down. We're going to push through this back leg. Leg is straight, posting into the earth. And we inhale, reach the arms up to the sky into our warrior one. Wonderful. As you exhale, bring the hands behind the tailbone. Lace the fingers together. Inhale to lift up through the heart. pull the shoulder blades together, open the chest, and exhale, folding it forward. Bring the shoulder close to the thigh, let the head bow in your humble warrior. The hands might stay at the tailbone. Sometimes the chest is very tight, but you might find as you go the fingers can lift up to the sky. Now, whatever bind you have, release the hands in front of that foot. Grab the right wrist with the left hand, and as we inhale, pushing through the feet, straightening out that leg, pulling that right arm up and over, sky archer. And with your exhale, hands touch down, feet step back. Now you can go straight to your down dog like before. If you want to bring a little bit more in here, you can exhale into your chaturanga. Come to the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift the heart away, our up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, our down dog. That's just an option. It's not a have to, it's if you want to. Let's do our left leg. Inhaling up to the sky. Exhale, give it a big kiss. Inhale, back up we go. Exhale, guide the foot through. Back heel pivots down. Inhale, we reach our warrior one. Exhale, clasp those hands. Inhale, lift up through the heart. And exhale, dive it on down. Humble warrior. Releasing the hands in front of the foot. Grab the left wrist this time. And with your inhale, push into the feet to rise up, straighten through the legs. Pull the left arm open through the ribs. And exhaling, hands touch down. Want a chaturanga? Take it. Don't want a chaturanga? Down dog. Now let's add a little touch on here. A little bit extra challenge. Let's do what we have so far. Right leg, inhales up to the sky. Exhale, big kiss. Inhale, reach the toes. Exhale, step, back heel pivots down. Inhale, our warrior one. Now you got options here. If you need to catch your breath, you can exhale, clasp. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive into your humble. Or you could go from your warrior one, inhale. Exhale, clasp, and dive straight down. So you can choose whether you need that extra breath. From your humble, release those hands. Inhale, pull up and open our sky archer. And let's just follow the direction of those hands. We turn to the back of the mat. Exhale, take a fold. Now this can be a challenging shape as well. If the knee is bending or the back heel is lifted, just bring the feet a little bit closer together so you can get the sensation of a deep fold over this left leg so you feel the back of the thigh in your pyramid. Head pointing towards the ground, belly towards that thigh. If the feet stepped closer, you can step them a bit wider as you inhale, keeping that back heel down. Re-lunge and open the arms wide. Or warrior two with our inhale. Arms straight, pulling those shoulder blades together. Be intentional. Eyes directly over that front hand, your left hand. As we exhale, just take those hands and start to windmill them. The right one coming up, the left one pointing down as you straighten through this left leg and reaching the left hand down. Maybe it comes to the floor. Maybe it's more like shin. This is also where your block could be handy, right under there. Wherever you are, and then inhale, right arm reaches, and we look up at that hand, opening the heart towards the side, triangle. Wonderful. As you exhale, turning towards the earth, bring your hands to your heart. Use the whole exhale to feel how that weight can shift into this left foot. Let the right toes become a little bit lighter. And when you're ready, use an inhale to take those back toes off of the earth, stacking the bones through that left leg and really pushing the heel out. So intentional, muscle engaged through all these legs to balance in your warrior three. When you're ready, exhale, the hands plant, feet step back. If you're loving the idea of chaturanga, take it. If not, you're down dog. And facing this side of the mat is going to be your left leg every time. So here we go. Inhaling, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, crunching in. Inhale, reach the toes. Exhale, stepping the foot through, back heel pivots down. Inhale, our warrior one. Now remember, You got choices here. You can have extra breath or just dive it straight down into your humble. Releasing the hands in front of that left foot. Grab the left wrist. Inhale, pull it up and over our sky archer. This is where we added. Exhale to turn and fold. Now when we start flowing, this might be a great place just to kind of hang out for an extra recovery breath too. So there's options between, just stopping and taking a break, which is totally okay. But sometimes a fold is a great place to just take that extra breath if you need. For now, as we inhale, we lunge and reach into our warrior two. Feel free to take that back leg a little wider if you need. Our whole exhale is just to pivot. The right hand towards the ground, the left arm towards the sky as we straighten the leg. And then inhale, reach that little bit farther as you look up at the left hand triangle. Exhale, turn over the right leg. Maybe bend the knee. Start to feel that foot can support you, hands at your heart. And when you're ready, inhale, take off and fly. Don't worry if it's kind of an up and down. And as you exhale, hands place. Chaturanga, down dog, whatever you wish. See, there's low risk here, really. So you can experiment with how to use your breath in different states of change and difficulty without risk. So let's just flow with it. Inhaling, right leg lift. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, stepping through. Back heel down. Inhale, reach our warrior one. How many breaths in your humble? You decide. Clasp the hands. Exhale to dive it down. Inhale, our sky archer. We open and begin to turn. Exhale, fold our pyramid. Inhale, strong warrior two. And exhale, lengthen and pivot those arms. Take an inhale to reach up even higher. As you exhale, turn over the left leg, hands to heart. Feel that support of the ground. Inhale, fly into warrior three. Exhaling, hands down. Feet step back. Take that chaturanga, that up dog, or straight to your down dog. Extra breaths here if you need, and when you're ready, left leg. I encourage you to go at your own pace. Don't follow me. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step. Inhale, our warrior one. Even to leave something out. Exhale to our humble. Inhale, sky archer. Turn. Exhale, fold. Maybe hang out. Catch your breath. Find yourself. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, pivot. Lengthen. Inhale, triangle. Exhale, turn. Grounded, centered. Inhale, fly into your warrior three. Exhale, reset. I'm going to challenge you to take one more round. If it's in there, go for it. Worry less about the right movement and just worry about the breath. Don't worry about it, just let it happen. Keep it slow. You'll notice you start to find space to breathe, even when it felt difficult. Even when we thought, that's not possible. And just follow the next inhale, the next exhale, even if it guides you to a different place. As you finish up that last round, maybe find that child's pose, or that seated meditation or hero. Just find that breath. Slow the breath. Find those three parts again. Belly and ribs and top of the chest. And as you get back with your breath, we're going to slowly find our way back to our down dog. Just looked up and seen a giant dark cloud, and I hope it doesn't rain. Maybe we can finish. Let's go for it. So let's find our downward facing dog. Maybe some cat-cows here and there. We're straight into it. We won't be here long. As soon as you get into your down dog, inhale to your tippy toes. Look towards your thumbs, and as you exhale, start to make your way to the top of the mat with those feet. Once you get there, you can inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, take a deep fold. When you're ready, with an inhale, press into the feet, reach. And as you exhale, hands could come to your heart or by your side. Just find that Samasthiti, your standing mountain pose. 2 more breaths. With your next inhale, lift up through that right knee. The right toes can stay on the ground. You can stay grounded. Or you might be feeling a little bit extra today and decide to take that knee up, whichever way. And as you exhale, step that right foot to the side of the mat. Let's turn towards the long side of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Find that great big star. Reach. And as we exhale, we're going to take a side lunge, Skandasana, into this right side. So some of you might just take your hands to your heart and go for it. Some of you want to take your hands to the ground. And don't worry if you're more like here. You don't have to be nice and low, but that is what we're kind of going to get into this shape. It could be there, it could be here, just so you get the sensation of some kind of stretch happening through that side. Also a strengthening too. And we're going to hang out here and feel free just to move, but stay in the shape and breathing slow. So some examples might be, if maybe it's higher up, maybe you just experiment with a little bit of easing deeper down into it. Sometimes we come down here and the heel is up because it's very demanding on the ankle mobility. So if the heel is up, just see what you can do with your hands, maybe taking them wider or behind you to try to, what happens if I can get that heel down? What do I feel? And if the heel is down, just experiment with, twisting into it, opening through the hips, maybe imagining getting that heart up. There's lots of things you can do. Don't worry about comparing. Just see what you can do to find sensation and deeper opening in this stretch. If there's something that's tight, play with putting the hands behind you. Can I open a little bit more where I need to open? Or using your body weight over that supporting leg to stretch that calf, that foot. Wonderful. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. As we inhale, let's turn towards that right foot and place the right hand in front of the right foot. Again, block might be a good friend right here. And start to feel how the right hand and the right foot can support you. Let the left toes become lighter and lighter until we can just lift them off of the earth. Really stack up that right leg. And then stack the hips on top of that right leg. Imagine opening the hips to the side, maybe push to that back heel. And perhaps even that left arm can reach up into the air. And we find our half moon. And we're going to balance here. 3 slow breaths. Just 2. Just one. Inhale. As you exhale, let that foot plant. Beautiful. Turn to the side of the mat. Good deep exhale. Inhale, reach our big star. And let's try the other side. As we exhale, let's sink it down, down, down. Now everyone's gonna have one friendly ankle and one less friendly ankle, one friendly knee, one less friendly knee. So just be okay, just notice. Even sometimes if I turn my foot this way, that way, it doesn't make a difference. Maybe the hands help you. Maybe they come to your heart. Maybe we experiment even with what the other toe is doing. Is it lifted? Is it down? Maybe we just kind of feel our way through. Or use the hands even behind you. If that heel is up, what can happen when we put it down? Does our hips come up? Just interesting information, and just work with it. Oh, it is gonna start to rain. I'm gonna keep going. Let's see what happens. All right, stay in here. Just 3 more breaths. 2 more. Just 1. And as we inhale, turn towards that left leg, left hand in front. Those right toes become a little bit weightless. And see if that right arm as well can reach as you stack the body over that left leg, left hand. I know, Sydney, you don't like the rain, do you, buddy? No. Breathe. Just 3 more. Just 2. Last one. This time, the feet come together at the top of the mat and find your Samasthiti. So inhaling, reaching the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, take your deep fold. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, plant the hands, let the feet step back. If you like the chaturanga, go ahead and take it. If not, just bring your knees to the ground and sink your hips down and back. Find that child's pose. Just reflect on that journey that you've been on with your breath, when it's been difficult to stay with it, what we can learn about our responses and uncertainty. We're going to slowly make our way to our tabletop, our hands on our knees, and we're going to gently take that right knee up towards the right wrist. See if that right foot can wiggle across a little bit towards the left. You could even use that hand to help it. And the left leg is going to wiggle back, 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 back. Hips facing downwards towards the earth as much as possible. An option to stay here in your hands if you're feeling a really deep stretch. Option to get that pillow, that block underneath you to support you. But maybe over the next few breaths, you come down to those forearms. Maybe even the chest or the head can dip down. And we feel a very intense stretch through the front of one hip, the back of the other, maybe even the low back. And just slow your breath. Just like with everything, just slow it a little bit. Let the shoulders melt. There's really nothing like change to bring up our anxiety in our body. I was listening to a doctor of neuroscience talk about how useless it is to try and control or focus on the individual things, situations that cause us to fear, because those situations are endless, they're infinite, they go on forever. There can always be something. Instead, to focus on how we manage fear itself, the energy of fear in our body. You can feel it here, the discomfort and the difficulty, and to notice, like, what does my jaw do? What do my shoulders do? Where does my mind go? Is it looking for how to get out, how to escape? And rather than trying to control the specific, just using your breath is a way to teach your body, teach your mind, teach your whole system how to manage that energy. How to manage the chemical, biological processes that arise in our body when we're uncertain, when we're afraid, when there's change. Just one breath. Try to take your last few slow breaths here. Maybe just relax the shoulders a little bit more. Jaw release, eye muscles. And we want to be super slow as we start to ease into the hands. Take a moment here or there. When you're ready, pressing into the hands to release that right knee, that right leg. And you might come back to your tabletop. You might like your child's pose. If that knee feels like it needs some release, then maybe stretch that right leg out behind you, or even take it to the side. A little opening, or crisscross. Then we get ready for our left leg, so the left knee towards the left wrist, the left foot, finding some space to wiggle across, maybe with some help. The right leg easing back. Just take a little time here to feel out the right angle of the hips, where you're getting the most sensation. Deep stretch. And staying in the hands if you need, maybe diving it on down. And then feel the sensation. Notice and observe everything. The mind, the body, the emotions. But give yourself really just one job. Just a slow inhale, slow exhale. The next 3 breaths super slow. And as you shift from the shape, also ultimate slowness. Pause here or there, stop just to feel. It may feel good to do the same with that left leg. Stretch it out behind you, to the side. Maybe cross it over to the right. But once you've found that relief through that leg, we are going to head to seated and then down to our back. Just how we began. Allowing the ground to hold you. Let your breath flow effortlessly now. Let your awareness come back to the breath. Taking a deep inhale. Find that stretch again. And as you exhale, the knees can pull into the chest just like before. This time the movements are your choice. How does your body need to move to wake up? Do you want those twists? Maybe you want to roll onto the side of the body and rest there for a moment. In whatever way feels right for you, we're going to eventually guide ourselves up to seated. Hands resting in whatever position feels right. Your lap, your knees, palms in front of your heart. May wisdom and calm and safety be just one breath away. The light in me honors and bows to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. As always, I really value your likes, subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment. Let me know in the comments what practices you would like, what things you would like to focus on, or let me know how this one was. I would love to hear from you. Let's stay connected. Until next time, be well.